All right. Nevermore, welcome to the cast for Tuesday Night Dota. Appreciate you joining us here this evening.
Thank you, Donnie. Glad to be here.
What has the week of Pub Madness brought us? What do you think we're going to see tonight? Any new favorites or
I think we're about to see some good games of Dota as usual. Probably gonna be some wild stuff happening in the map.
good?
But let me take a look at the teams because I just joined the lobby. I'm not really sure
I
what teams are
expect
on.
only chaos, exclusively chaos, and that's what we usually get here. So we got a Zeus ban. If I remember correctly, that's an Eeyore
Yeah,
standard.
target ban for Eeyore, of
Yeah.
course, because he's just a godlike on that hero. He's insane.
Got to get that one out of here. Shrink that hero pool ever so tenderly, one way or the
Yeah,
other.
we're definitely gonna see some target bans in these games. Here we go, another one. Earth Spirit
Earth Spirit.
for
Who's the
Han
who's
Solo.
the who's the prodigy on
Han
the Earth
Solo
Spirit?
Eater.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he likes to spam that hero a lot.
excellent. Yeah, you got to make sure that you're not playing against the heroes that are going to make you want to quit Dota. So might as well get them out of
Yeah, that is true.
the first round of bans. Get them out of here.
Always get rid of heroes that you don't want to play against.
Spectre. That's a
And
pretty common ban these days,
Spectre.
right?
Yeah, Broken Hero also Tree likes to spam that hero as well. So they
Broken
say
heroes. We want
get that
good,
shit out of
even
here.
Dota. Even
Wait,
Dota.
are we allowed to cuss in the stream?
You know
Are we
what?
allowed to do that?
We
Or
just go with the flow. You know.
okay, all right, awesome. Just want to make sure.
There's no
Yeah,
rules. I always mark all the videos as not for children. So
okay, all right.
Phoenix ban. I've seen that. I think every game that I've casted has a Phoenix ban in there.
Yeah, it's
So
because probably this guy is playing in every game. So
if he gets them, there's trouble.
they actually have two players that play that hero. Violet and Sky both
Oh, okay.
like that hero. So
And then the Underlord pick. I've seen. He's another one. I feel like who is usually on him? I feel like I've seen HanSoloEater play him a good fair bit and
I
wins
think it's
almost every
just that
time.
hero is just too broken, and it's like you can put any pretty much matchup or like lineup with that hero. It's just that his kit is just too good. You can bully the core in the lane.
Hmm.
You can always get decent farm. You're gonna be super tank that just buys items like pipe or greaves. That's just gonna be really helpful for team fights.
You got
And
your
you
raid
got like a
boss.
really broken ultimate, that can just take you in and out of fight.
You're pushing this lane,
So
take the tier twos down or the racks, and all of a sudden everything else is broken down. So we
right.
got Jakiro and Windranger coming in here. Do you think that Windranger is going to be sitting in the off lane, or are they going to run that mid? Do you think?
I think since it's a really early pick, probably gonna be position 4 or 5.
Okay,
But it's also one of those heroes that you can pick early and then just have it flex, put it anywhere in the game
sure.
that
See
you
what
need,
the team needs are.
depending on like what enemy team picks and whatnot. Yeah,
So we got Jakiro and Tide. So we got lots of team fight coming out on the Dire side already. Not that Underlord and Windranger don't have their share of team fight abilities as well, but Tide always triggers to me big, big, exciting wombos to come out from the Dire side here.
yeah.
How do they usually? Is he still Blink standard? Is he always building Blink? I think the last couple games I've seen he rushes Greaves.
Greaves is not bad. I mean, I'm not really a tie player or offlaner by any means, but I think Blink is always good um, to go with this hero because it's just perfect initiation. But I don't think you necessarily have to rush for that item. So Greaves is usually, I think, is better because it just makes you tankier, helps you farm,
Sure.
and also provides some like healing regen for your team in the fights. So I think like Greaves into Blink is probably reasonable.
And then we got a Lifestealer and a Faceless Void banned. Void is another one that I've seen banned almost every single game, be it
Yeah,
pubs or be it competitive play. Just seems like such a broken hero with a big team fight ultimate, and if he gets any farm at all, it just seems like an
indeed. Especially
absolute
like if you
waste.
don't have answers for him when he chronos, like whoever he chronos is pretty much dead and out of the fight. So
Also,
really good
Jug.
ban. You can never go wrong with that banning that hero, honestly, as long as you don't want to play him.
Him and Spectre seem like the two main ones that if you don't want to deal with it, you just get it out of there. I don't want to
Yeah,
touch that.
respectable bans, honestly. Like you're not gonna have fun playing against them, so might as well ban him. I don't know the lifestealer ban though. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure. I wonder if Reagan has something in their pocket.
Oh, we got the
Some
draw strat
secret.
blocked. We got the Sven blocked. All these big swinging ding dongs coming. Come
Drow is
on.
kind of good versus Tide, I would say, especially in the laning phase. So that's kind of a good ban for Dire, making sure Tide has a easy lane.
Yep. The drow band banning that strat for Radiant too. I imagine that Wind Ranger could tumble into a drow strat pretty quickly if they didn't ban that out.
Yeah.
So
Also, do love the Jakiro as well, man. It's one of my favorite support heroes. You can do so much with that hero. It's insane.
He really does. He affects every phase of the game and has a lot to offer. The Monkey King ban there. I haven't seen him quite as much in these games.
Yeah, I think that's another target ban because I think Monkey's not a good hero at all this patch, although he gets some buffs. Because they nerfed his laning phase, I know for sure. So he's not super great this patch. But I know Banana played him one time, and I think the last time actually he played it, he wrecked him. So that's probably why they're banning. A lot of target bans going on here. So respect for the players.
Yeah. Well, when you got the top tier talent like we do here at Scrim TV, you got to make sure that you even the playing field. Take out some of those favorites for people.
For sure. And we do see a Sven ban over there from Radiant. I personally hate that hero, so every time that hero is banned, I'm happy.
If there was one thing that Sven didn't need was a built-in Ag Superman blink dive thing just to ruin everyone's day.
Right. That hero is absolutely broken this patch. You can just kill whoever. No matter if you're a tank or not, you'll get two-shotted by this hero.
Alt, stun, dive, Superman dive, and 3
swaps.
And
with the
done.
Superman dive, you can't do anything to it, which is just so sad. Like
a Quap pick coming in here. So Quap is another hero, right? That is a facing more of a hybrid role, correct?
Yeah, but I wonder. Well, yeah, I guess maybe they're trying to play her as 4 here, and they go with the Oracle, which is pretty good. You can just kind of remove the dagger from Queen of Pain and Jakiro. So that's a really good. I'm surprised they didn't ban Oracle actually. Because that Oracle can kind of mess with them in the lane, wherever he goes, top or bottom. Which I'm pretty sure he's gonna be position 5. So
I wonder if we'll see some of those core picks now. Now that we have pretty much everything besides the safe lane, and I don't know that I guess Quap would be run as mid lane traditionally, but I don't see. We have a lot of heroes that can go pretty much anywhere on the map. Like you could run Tide in a few places, you can run Quap in a few places, Wind Ranger in a few places.
I would feel like this Quap would be better off mid now, but the problem with that is they picked him so early that Radiant has enough time to be able to pick a good matchup versus her. So it's gonna be interesting what Dire is gonna do here.
I wonder if they ban their Lifestealer specifically for a Quap type of a hero that doesn't feel like can dive in on a core like a Lifestealer or a Jug.
Well, the thing is, I think Quap is still pretty good versus Lifestealer. I mean, you can't really do anything to Lifestealer, right? But until Lifestealer gets an Abyssal Blade, until then you can't really kill the Quap because you just blink out.
That's fair. So we got a Bloodseeker coming in here. That's going to make things interesting for that Wind Ranger. That Wind Run is going to be pretty much useless now with that.
Right. So I think this is going to be a Quap mid then, and we're going to see Bloodseeker being played by Wombs in either 4 or 5. I'm guessing 4 since I have Jakiro, but
interesting.
He has played Bloodseeker 5 before.
Bloodseeker 5? That'll be a first for me to see. I don't know that I've seen that since the deepest, darkest pub days of my early Dota days.
Yeah, I doubt we'll see it, but you never know.
You never can tell. We don't like to put people in a box here, so we're going to just let them do what they want.
Do you see a Snapfire? So I think it's going to be Violet playing this hero, I think. Although HanSoloEater does play plenty of Snapfire. But we will see. They're lacking a core here. I'm not sure who's going to be their mid laner. I'm guessing Windrunner so far. You put Snapfire 4, Oracle 5, Wind mid, Underlord offlane.
Underlord off. And then now we're going to get our big ding-dong clacker farmers over here. We're going to get a bunch of bans, and then, man, oh man, I don't even know. It's hard to tell. The thing that's interesting to me is I see not a lot of late game out of any of these heroes. Underlord makes it interesting, but until we see these 1 spots, I guess I see a lot of what looks like just a big chaotic team fight happening. Is this the type of game where we're going to see them group up as 5 early and team fight against? They're just going to be 5-on-5 for the most part of this game.
Honestly, Dota is the best when you see a lot of 5v5 actions going around the map.
I agree.
But it really depends on how the game goes. Yeah, it'll be fun. I hope they do a lot of fights.
There was the Ursa, one of the team fight aficionados.
And Ursa.
Big bear man. I've seen him a lot as well. He seems to be favored in a lot of different team comps. I recently suggested the pick against the Techies, and it didn't work out for the pub I was playing, but, you know, you never can tell.
It's interesting, too, because Ursa is not really that great this patch. People say he's kind of like dog shit, honestly. But it's really popular in our in-house games for some reason.
So we got an anti-mage ban, so there's not as much. I guess what do you think is going to be the final picks out of these? I mean, we got the bans coming here, so I guess we can't tell until those bans come out. But what do you think these teams need in terms of their one spot at this point?
I think both teams need a hard carry. You know, they're lacking a hard carry for sure. And I would like to see a Medusa for either of these teams. Medusa or Luna. I mean, they banned like all the good carries, so they don't have a lot of options that I could think of. Sniper, okay.
Sniper pick. They don't want anything to do with a sniper on a team that has so much team fight in front line here. It is interesting, and a Medusa on either of these teams, really, I would think it would favor the Dire a bit. Just the idea that they could run at them, Medusa ult in the middle of a Ravage. You got 2 seconds to turn everyone to stone, and then you just literally rip them apart. But
right, it will be really good for Dire because he has everything to protect them. You got the Ravage, eventually like the Queen of Pain ultimate for a little backup or knockout, Silence, Ice Path, and then eventually Quap will have a Fear as well. So what is he gonna ban though? Last ban.
The last ban, 11 seconds
One
left.
core. Yeah.
Down to the wire here. Good gracious. We'll see what happens here. All right, Ricky. Oh.
Ricky is a good ban.
I guess he would make everything, you know, he jumps onto any of those heroes really, and they're pretty much done for if they get caught out with the smoke.
Yeah, especially like Jakura, especially versus Quab, honestly. Jakura and Quab are probably the best targets for Ricky.
10 seconds.
And here's the final pick for
Morphlin.
Interesting. So we got some Trixie Hobbits on the Radiant side there. I don't know, man.
So it's gonna be Banana Morphling. I've never seen him play that here. It's gonna be interesting.
Banana Morphling, all right, and that is for sure going to be the safe lane. And so it'll be Morphling and Oracle in that top lane, or in the bottom lane, probably Underlord and Windranger. No, Windranger will be mid, so it'll be Snapfire and Underlord.
Mid, probably. Yeah, I think so.
They got 5 seconds. Oh baby, here we go. Oh, Viper pick, interesting.
Viper, no hard carry. Okay.
All team fight all the time. Done in 20 minutes. That's the kind of Dota that we are thirsting for. All right, Rooney. All right, we got HanSoloEater on the Underlord, Jim on Windranger, Sky playing the Oracle, Violet on Snapfire, and Banana on Morphling. And then on the Dire side, we have Jakiro being played by Bann, Eeyore on the Tidehunter, and we have 3 undecideds at this point, so they only have a minimal amount of time here to decide what the heck they're going to play. Usually these things are hammered out before the game is drafted.
Yeah, I guess they're still talking things through.
You know,
I was not expecting a Viper pick, honestly.
You know, you and me both. I had no idea that was going to be. I guess that changes the dynamic a lot in this game. Do you farm the Viper safe then, or do you run him mid and have like Bloodseeker in your one spot and run a Quap off lane?
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. We'll let them decide. I'm honestly clueless at this point what they're running. You see Womp on Viper, so it's gonna be a support Viper.
Support Viper, Stalin on the Queen of Pain, and then Treant Protractor, getting the angles on the dangles with that Bloodseeker. So we'll see how this game transpires. You and me are in it to win it. We're gonna have a lot of chaos. It's gonna feel like a lot of fun. Hopefully, if this is Farm Simulator with this team comp, these team comps, I should say.
This will be sad, honestly.
That's not what we want at all.
But I don't think that will be the case.
I don't think so either. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
Right.
Oh, look at those wins in a row. Got that Snapfire win streak to break here. And then we got the sweet animations over here on the Dire side, and we'll get into this game in just a moment here. So, in the interest of all of the action that we could possibly hope for, I personally am hoping for...
Prepare
There
for
we go.
battle.
For some epic rune struggles here. What I want is total madness right from the outset here, as everyone makes their way to their... Oh, we got some pings coming out. What do we got? Some couriers wandering outside of the fountain here. So Morphling and Oracle heading towards that safe lane. Wind Ranger going mid just like you suspected. Underlord and Snapfire heading towards that off lane. And total insanity on the Dire side. I don't think they have any idea how they want to run these lanes, but we'll see what transpires here. Looks like Tide is going to go towards the safe lane along with Viper, and then Quap going to go mid, and then Bloodseeker and Jakiro down bot here. So pretty much none of it was right except for that Quap that you called in the mid lane there. I think I had everything wrong going into this laning phase, and that's A-okay. So we'll follow Tide over here as he runs through the jungle. Our good friend Jim Fogarty.
Viper. I've not seen this before.
We're on an adventure. We're gonna take a little journey. You know, you and me both. We're in the
Wraithband queued up. That's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to this top lane.
it's gonna be a wild one. Yeah. Okay, so we do get the Viper safe. All right, yeah. So
we're gonna see some action for top though. They always do. Whatever team Hunt is in, there always gonna be 3 people fighting for a rune wherever he's at.
Oh yeah, here comes Wind Ranger. They do get the rune.
The power shot and no fights. Okay, just let them have it.
So we got
bottom lane though.
Oh, that looks like an Oracle that's going to be going down here. Bloodseeker's in hot pursuit. A couple more swaps. The Jakiro might get one more slow here.
Nope, out of range.
Oh, just out of range. Okay, Oracle ducks behind the trees and he'll be safe as he makes his way to lane here. Morphling going to get a block, but Bloodseeker going to cut him off at the pass. Oh, he's going to make it under the tower. Yes, he does. Okay. Thought he was getting cute there under the tower, but you never can quite know where an Oracle's going to go. He'll duck, he'll weave, he'll bob under the misfire there. Let's see what we got for last hits coming in hot on the last hits here. So early laning phase, Quap has the early advantage before it even matters, and then Wind Ranger going to go ahead and pick up a couple more last hits. So Quap and Wind Ranger going to exchange blows, and Underlord taking some anchor smashes from that Tide Hunter, and we're going to go in here and just see what is going to happen. The creeps are going to follow Tide Hunter into the jungle there. So yeah, I imagine by, what do you think, 5-10 minutes this game is going to be group up central and they're going to take some buildings early on in this game?
I don't think so. 10 minutes in, probably not. Maybe 15 minutes.
We do have...
Unless Radiant or Die, one of them gets a huge advantage in laning phase.
Which
could happen, potentially.
Interesting wards. We have one for Radiant behind the tower here. Probably going to see if there's any TPs behind there. And then we have one Dire ward that's blocking this pole camp for them. So they're going to make sure that they can keep the equilibrium on that Radiant jungle. Oracle going to try to stun Jakiro. He's going to root Jakiro as they are both jockeying for position on some harass on each other's cores. There comes the liquid fire out from Jakiro. Not liquid fire, the fire flame breath out on Jakiro.
Kind of short.
There is the strength morph on the Morphling as they're going to chase him behind tower. He is so frustrating to play against when he gets that strength morph up. Oh, he missed the first blood up top lane like an amateur hour over here. Good night, nurse.
How did that even happen? How do you die? I guess Viper.
He's a mean boy is what he is. He's got that early corrosive skin. He's got that Q.
Snapfire head back. Once you get like 4 or 5 stacks of that, it's pretty much game over for you.
Already down to just 2 tangos mid for the Wind Ranger there, and the Quap down to 1 Fairy Fire. I can't tell if that's just by good harass from the Wind Ranger with a couple of power shots, or if that is...
Right. Quap got a bottle coming in too, which is going to put him in the advantage, because Windrunner doesn't seem like she has much regen coming in. Yeah, she's having a null talisman carried over by a courier. That's going to be scary.
Morphling still pretty heavily strength morphed here, and if he gets silenced, just barely out of that silence range of that blood right, so he is going to go ahead and heal up a good bit with that tango and that salve coming in.
And they switched lanes. Why? Why did Snapfire bottom all of a sudden?
Interesting. Yeah, that is, maybe they just recognize that, because I suppose Oracle can purge that Viper off of him, right? So maybe they switched him just for that.
But I feel like they're going to sacrifice Morphling lane for that.
It's true. Yeah, Morphling is definitely not going to have...
Because they have a lot of... Jakiro just keep spamming you Fire Breath and Liquid Fire.
Little management on that courier, and it looks like Underlord is taking a good bit of damage here. A lot of Qs coming out from Viper as they're going to slow him down. A lot of damage. That might be a dead... that's going to be a dead Underlord.
Looking rough for Radiant here.
Not what you want early on in the game, and we both were saying the Dire had the interesting team fight draft.
Bottom lane, Violet goes down to Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker running train down there. That is not what you want early on in this game, to have either of those heroes snowball. You get a Viper and a Bloodseeker snowball, and that is not good news for anybody.
Right, Dire has like it's mega strong lane, bottom lane, and Radiant has nothing to answer them right now. It's gonna be really scary. If this morph doesn't get enough farm in the lane, I think it's gonna be struggling pretty much all game.
Snapfire TPing back in here. Looks like they're trying to get a pull. Oh, nope, they're just going to try to... They were going to try to pull those creeps, but it looks like the equilibrium broke down in favor of the Dire side here. Wind Ranger just trying to protect his space. His personal bubbles being invaded by Quap, who has a level on him at this point. So we'll see if Quap is able to...
is owning mid right now, actually. 21-14 versus 8-2. 14 denies. That's insane.
Oh my gosh.
Almost a level ahead of Windrunner right now.
Joseph Stalin on the Quap and Jim on the Wind Ranger. So we had a Jakiro die bot lane. Interesting. So Snapfire and Morphling taking back a little bit of that lane prowess there with Bloodseeker moving towards the runes here. He's going to get 2 runes. It looks like Oracle grabbed the top one and moving towards their jungle. So it'll be 2 runes apiece. Not much has changed on that. We do have a rune blocking this pull camp down here for the Dire side. Actually, no. Is it? Oh, that is blocking it.
That is for Dire. Yeah, it is. And it is blocking it. I'm not sure why.
Not what you want necessarily. You want to have that option, right? Some next level Dota strats that I'm not familiar with.
Dota strats. No comment.
Oh boy, that's 6 on Quap here. We might see.
Probably gonna. Never mind.
You see a dive here. We'll see. He's just looking for a little bit of vision on that Wind Ranger. I think he doesn't want to dive.
He can
too
definitely
deep.
kill him if he just blinks in and ults. He's dead.
There it is. There it is. And there it goes.
There you go.
The Sonic Blast you never wanted to see. An absolute massacre mid.
Bottom lane though.
Got a Blood Right coming out. Misses Morphling, but Morphling is alone and pretty heavily. It looks like he was pretty heavily agi-morphed. He's moving towards the strength now as that lane is going to push in.
Yeah, it does have 10 stacks though of magic stick though, so it should be fine, I think.
Jakiro going to throw Liquid Fire on there? Nope, he's not going to. Doesn't want to take on any of that additional damage if he were to get caught up by a Snapfire, I bet. But Snapfire's not there, so what are you going to do about that?
By Bloodseeker though, they're going to deny another bit of experience.
So we got a TP in. It looks like Quap is TPing in top here. So we'll see if they are able to take advantage of that TP. They are going to go on the Underlord, and here comes out the dagger, and they are going to kill that Underlord in mere
moments. They're going to get Viper though.
Oh,
Not even
oh, he's alive.
What is he doing? This man is insane.
We got a dagger coming out and a W from the Quap, and that will be 2 dead heroes top. So this is that snowball. This is that snowball, Nevermore. That's not what you wanted.
Yep. I'm also really confused. Like, is Viper core here? I'm guessing.
What is he building? He's got his boots. He's got a Wraithband. He's going towards treads. It looks like... Yeah, but it also looks like that Eeyore is building not necessarily exclusively support items here. So we'll see.
I guess they're both sharing farms, you know, sharing the love and farm together.
It's going to be a very, very hard 5 support on the Jakiro here. The poorest of all supports.
At least Dire is having a good game going on here for them.
Yeah, they got snowball.
Gold deal at the moment.
They're already up 3K, so early on they already have a pretty significant advantage. A power shot does hit Quap, so he's at about 40% health here, but I don't think that he has any worries in the world here. He is, like you said, about as far ahead in the lane as you can get. Almost 2 full levels on the Wind Ranger there as she just turned 6. And we lose the Jakiro top, or the Jakiro bot, and Quap is heading towards bottom. Maybe going to try to salvage a kill on the Morphling here. She's thinking about it. She's over there in the jungle just seeing... Oh, they call him out, though. They ping that missing. And back goes Morphling towards the tower, remaining safe. Quap is going to move back towards the mid lane here and back up top. That Underlord looking like he's trying to take back some of the lane equilibrium, a little bit of harass where he can with that... what is this called? Firestorm.
It's kind of interesting right now. I think Bloodseeker having the highest CS in game right now as an offlaner. It's kind of funny.
Not what you want. Not what you want.
Usually don't see that happening in many games. An offlaner with the top CS.
So we got 2 full levels on here. What do you think? I mean, what is Radiant going to have to do to get back in this game? Do they slow this game down, or are they just trying to like split the difference and just maintain until Morphling can get farm?
I think their best chance is to secure some farm and space for Morph right now. Kill bottom lane, like get a kill on Bloodseeker, trying to gank him. Because he's the highest farm player right now in Dire. If you give some space for Morph, Get him some farm and kill Bloodseeker. They'll have a chance of coming back.
All right, we got Snapfire coming in here, and the Dire does have a ward right behind the tower there, so I'm not sure if they knew that, and Snapfire very cleverly TP'd in just in front of the tower there. But looks like Dire is trying to make a move here, and Snapfire unwittingly runs into a dragon in the jungle. That's going to be a ice path, a zoning ice path, and the liquid fire comes out. It's a lot of damage coming out. Morphling going to throw out a few water balls, and down will go Jakiro. Nope. Almost the Snapfire losing his life, but they do finally get the Jakiro after the fact. A stun comes out, and there is the Rupture, so Morph is going to have to get the heck out of there. Snapfire is going to do what he can to zone out that, but Windranger's coming in. He's going to make the rotation. There's the Shackle Shot, and the ultimate. The Bloodseeker is just so darn fast. You got Usain Bolt over there in a Bloodseeker cloak.
Yeah, this is the lack of farm for Windrunner, I think. She doesn't even have boots.
Oh boy, and there's the TP out on the Windrunner.
And that's it. Good rotations by Quap.
Quap has a delete button of an ult right now, and that is pretty scary if you're a very under-farmed Windranger.
Yeah.
We got some action top here, and the Underlord is trying to secure a little bit of farm, but that Viper is able to basically do whatever he wants to in relation to that Oracle. Oracle is just food for him if he gets him caught out with an ultimate here. Alright. We got some items
want to see Dire, though, kind of push mid, trying to get that tower now that they're ahead.
Bloodseeker has a 10-minute Veil Treads combo. That is a scary proposition for the
And you mix that with the Quap, it's going to be insane.
So we got 10-minute runes that just came up here. We have an Underlord and Viper fighting for dominance in this top lane here. A few Qs come out. That's going to drain a little bit of life off of that Underlord there. They've kept him in check. A hero we were mentioning basically wins their lane and oftentimes wins the game for their team. Being held in check.
Oh, action going on mid, but Blake, here a Ravage. Where's the Ravage going on?
Oh, there's a Ravage.
Hide.
Ding dong, oh, Ravage. Oh, jeez Louise. There goes an Underlord.
Yeah, this Underlord is just shut down really heavy. I guess Viper pick is working out for him.
So that does nullify the damage, right? If he gets the break on him, Underlord loses all of that advantage of that passive. So maybe that's the main linchpin in why you pick the Vipers.
Right, I guess after all, it was a 5-hit move from Dire. Little did we know.
Little did we know. Very
and I like that he's
picks.
Going for,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What is this item called? Sorry. The Dragon Lance on Viper, that's really good.
Underlord only arcs and a Ring of Health here, so he is very far behind from where we are used to seeing here. And now they're going to cut the lane. They're just asserting their dominance, going to cut the lane and pull those creeps back here. Actually, I don't know what's happening here. They're just killing creeps.
This gets switched though. Underlord going bottom lane. He's sick of top lane.
I would be too.
Viper.
Running rough shot on this team here. Quap showed up and just neutralized that Oracle there. So running some bottle charges, they're going to clear those creeps. This is going to be a Dunzo tower and not too long after that creep wave reaches it. But there is a TP from the Underlord. We'll see if they're willing to counter here. Oh, that's the Windranger coming in here.
Trying to make a play, didn't get the shackle off. I don't think you should chase, there's no point.
There is a DD
if
there.
Anything, just go get that DD.
Oh, baby.
Gonna get the hands on
it. Baby. Not only is that going to be a DD on
Quap.
Quap.
More for the DD? Maybe?
He's going to kill somebody. He's on a murderous rampage.
I think Dire should take advantage of their lead right now and get that mid tower secured. Because that will just deny so much space for Radiant. It will make them get a game much harder.
Well, they're going to smoke up in the Radiant jungle here. I wonder if they're going to make a move on that Quap here. So Snapfire breaks, and it doesn't look like there's any vision for the Dire. They have a sentry there. They do not have an observer. This is going to be bad news. Is Ravage up? Ravage is up.
Yes, it is.
This would be a disaster.
Viper.
Oh boy, that Viper going down. Here comes the Quap. Big sonic wave coming in. That's going to clear out a little bit of damage here. The Oracle is going to ultimate himself. He's going to TP back home. The Snapfire goes down. The Windrunner is going to try to get out of there, but that will be a gush and hopefully not a Ravage. Nope, he misses the Anchor Smash. There's the Ravage. It misses. That's a wasted Ravage. Here comes the W and the dagger from Quap, and down goes Windranger.
I guess they ended up getting the kill anyway, but that was a big waste of Ravage.
They better get a building out of this if they're going to use Ravage in such a way. You know, it's just a casual Ravage, Nevermore. That's the fashionable Ravage. It's the Gucci bag of ultimates.
Dagger.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Underlord doing a little bit of work bottom here. He's going to do his best to catch up. He's going to go for that meteor hammer, the meme hammer, as I've heard it called. A couple of arc boots come out, so they're refreshed here.
HanSoloEater loves that item. His best friend in Dota, I think.
Yeah?
He built that on a lot of heroes.
Do they share matching bracelets with charms and things like classic best friends do?
I don't know. You gotta
Who
ask
knows?
him on the next interview.
Oh man, that's gonna be a little bit of burn. Oh, the power shot just misses. Oh geez, Jakiro gets out by the skin of his teeth. He's just gonna walk away. A shackle shot and a wind run coming out here. So that is gonna be a Tide Hunter down with no ravage. Quap in a little bit of trouble here. He's got a little bit left on his blink. He is going to be saved by a blood right, but they're gonna go back in and he blinks out. He's gonna be fine.
I'm surprised. He just stopped chasing her once she moved into the pit.
Up into the Roche pit. I wonder if they. I don't know what they were surmising might be happening down there. But a Viper's going to move down towards the bot
I think
lane.
Radiant has to pick it up. They gotta play a little bit more aggressive or take advantage of these opportunities that they have.
They don't. Yeah, they are down a Tide. They had a chance that they could have put a little pressure maybe on one of these towers and take a little bit of the map, and they just didn't do it.
Because they know Ravage is waste of top as well, right? So they still have some time to take another fight.
Runes just came up. Looks like Oracle's going to grab one of those. Jakiro already grabbed one bot. Or I'm sorry, in the Dire jungle there. We have Snapfire and Underlord going in the bot lane here. We'll see if they have a random pit used in the jungle there. I wonder if he was surmising that Viper might have been chasing. He's just going to take out a few creep waves and call it a day. We have a lot of vision mid. We have 1, 2, 3 wards on this mid lane here. They want to make sure that there are no surprises while they would take this mid tower. I wonder if this is your plan that you mentioned, taking out that mid tower and securing that map a little bit further for the Dire.
Right, so I think this is something that a lot of people don't take advantage of. Whatever team you're playing on or whatever team that has the advantage early game, you always want to go take that mid tower because that will open up so much more space for you. But you do see a lot of people just don't do that, which is kind of sad.
Considering that what they need most right now in the Morph is farm, taking away that map advantage would be a big step for Dire in taking this game in their own hands.
Yeah.
And what they're going to do is take that safe lane tower instead, or rather their off lane tower. Here comes a Tide. They basically have full reign on this. 4 heroes are bot. There's no way that Radiant can really defend this at this point. In fact, that Underlord might just be a dead Underlord if he doesn't be too careful.
Yeah.
There's a Rupture coming out. Nice path coming out. Blood right. It's
Bloodright's gonna hit the silence.
A lot of ultimates here.
Kill.
Yeah, that's a very dead Underlord. You do what you can.
Bloodseeker has a Midas queued up. I hope to God he does not go for that.
He's already on his 4th item. I don't know.
I know. Oh, that would be an easy report on my book if I do that.
Yeah, could the custom game reports, does Scrimmed have any stats based on reports?
4th item Midas, that would be the first time I've ever seen it.
You build it for the attack speed late in the game, you know. You want that extra
Yeah.
Screw Moonshard.
Oh
Boy, Quap going down. That is a big bounty for Jim.
Big deal.
Got 500 gold on Jim. He might lose his life out of it. No, he's got the wind run, and there's no Rupture, so he might end up getting out of here if he's careful. Oh,
Never
boy.
know.
Here comes the save from Snapfire. No, he does not get that.
Is he gonna get the stun though? Cookie misses.
Here comes the Blade Mail. We got Tide coming in here. That's a big Ravage from Tide. He gets 2. Here comes the Blood Right from Bloodseeker. He's going to run back in. A lot of low health. So he's got a lot of attack speed. He gains a bunch of life on that lifesteal from the kill. And Morphling has got to run. He's got to Strength Morph his way out into the Radiant jungle. He's not going to get away, though. If he gets one more silence on there you guys. He waves forms out. He's going to be all right.
That was a huge fight for Dire. Huge tip for you, honestly. Really great Ravage.
Great Ravage got those 2 heroes, and they neutralized that Snapfire basically instantly after that, so...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Underlord doing everything he can. He's just fighting his way back in. He's got his meat.
Right, I love Viper. He's just never leaving the Underlord alone. He's just gonna make sure this Underlord is under pressure and just not having a great game.
He's got the MKB queued up here. He's also got that Ring of Aquila, so he's going to get the little extra bonus on stats and damage there. We got the Broom over here, the attack range.
Honestly, Viper should just go play aggressive on Underlord right now. Maybe you can even kill him or force him to TP out.
Oh, Wind Ranger going down again, and there goes Oracle. The dagger coming out on Oracle. Bloodseeker chasing down. A Morphling comes in. He's going to start throwing some water balls around here, seeing if he can do any business.
Deep. They should get out.
They're tier 3s.
Tier 3, and they're the tier 2 up.
Snapfire taking a bunch of...
Snapfire's
Oh,
going
baby.
down, though. Man,
Lots of
where's the
damage
team?
coming on the Snapfire.
Underlord, help a brother out.
Tower
Hello?
is under attack.
You got that big strong TP there. He's tunnel visioned on that tower. He doesn't care.
He does secure a tower though, so
Underlord, punch buildings. That's all I do.
so who's got the royal jellies, man? You know, I'm kind of upset. Underlord having a royal jelly, I just like that.
Just
You
a
already got the
waste.
meme hammer that gives you the stats. You got Poop Jim had a tough game with no jelly.
Oh my gosh, Bloodseeker by the
Hello,
absolute skin of his teeth. They're gonna. Underlord makes it out of there, but
Wow,
Bloodseeker.
this guy actually went for a hand of Midas. I'm upset.
They lose this game now.
They're 9k
Dire's
ahead.
middle tower
If
is
they
under
do lose this game, I'll definitely blame this Midas.
It's the POG or the donk play of the game. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's gonna be a POG, man. It's too late for that.
Oh, the Macropyre comes out. They were trying to catch that Morphling. It is purged. That slow is purged off of Morphling, and now Oracle's likely going to go
Oracle
down here.
might go down though.
Oh, there comes the big
Great
shackle
shackle,
shot.
followed
And
up with
here's
a
5
cookie.
heroes.
Can they get him?
Oh my gosh,
good
Quap
play.
makes it out. Misses the
Missed
power
with the
shot.
power
Quap is going to go
shot.
free.
Oh,
Now
that's
what you
sad.
want. A smoke comes out though. Are they in hot pursuit of that Quap? What are they going to do with that smoke? They are. They do have eyes on the Quap. He got pinged up by Snapfire, so we'll see if they try to maintain some sort of a kill potential on that Quap. But he has friends. He has plenty of buds around. He's been passing out now. That faded brooch. I love that faded brooch. Especially, I love fast tides. I'd build bots on Tide just to watch him rumble around like a Hot Wheels
Faded
car.
Brooch is definitely an underrated item. Really good on a lot of heroes.
Extra move speed. If you're trying to catch up for that perfect Ravage like we saw earlier,
Yeah,
tasty.
Movement
Tasty.
is always nice.
Dire's top
So we
tower
got some
is
deep
under
Dire
attack.
wards here. It looks like Dire does have eyes on the Observer ward for the Radiant.
Oh, they did Rupture Han Solo. Can they
no.
get him? No stuns, nothing. See, if he had a use instead of a Midas, that would have canceled that TP. But Midas
But
game, boy.
no.
Oracle ended up going down. We got Gobble Snapfire. Misses
Gobble.
almost every gobbles.
Radiant's
Oh,
middle
gobble
tower
gobble
is
Snapfire is about to become a
Feels bad,
bucket
man.
of fried
He
Snapfire
might go
here.
down.
How many herbs and spices does it take to make a Snapfire taste good?
Any TPs? No.
Just a
Snapfire.
very dead
What's
hero.
going down middle though? Big action. Viper gets Windrunner and goes down. Okay, trade.
Okay, Trade
Might
Underlord's
get-
going to do his best to get the heck
might
out
get
of dodge,
Underlord.
but I don't know that he's going to make it if he has one. Nope, he is going to make it. So the Macropyre
Okay.
does in. I don't know, Viper trade for a Windrunner and a Snapfire. It's about, I would think, even at this point for this.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Morph has been farming bottom, and he does have his Manta, I believe. Yep, we got it on the courier for the recipe on the way. So they do create some space for Morph, which is good. The
Interesting.
later the game goes on, I think it's gonna be better for Radiant because this Morph, they don't have a good answer for Morph late game on Dire side. So
Do you think is Morph? Are they over the hump? Is Morph now dangerous, or does he need one more
not
item
yet,
to become
not
effective?
yet. He still needs more item, I believe.
In the interest of being,
Because right now the Manta just kind of like helps him split push farm and maybe like kind of get out if he gets caught.
sure, more
But
of
he
a
does need that
defensive-
shotgun to be able to kill people.
Oh, the
You know?
the rupture coming on the Wind Run, the Wind
Yeah,
Ranger
he
at
needs
this
to
point.
stop running. Or just keep running. Bro,
Just
you
keep
ruptured.
running. TP. We'll see. There's power
There
shot.
goes
He's just gonna keep
Jacob.
running. Oh, Jib goes down. Oh,
That's
you-
suicide. I don't know why he kept running. What's
a
going
little
on?
Wind Ranger two-step. I've done that many a time myself, just trying to get away and you know.
They rupture into a blink.
Oh, they
the
cancel the
stun.
TP, and that's going to be a
That's
dead
pretty
Bloodseeker
good.
if they can catch
If
him.
they
There
can
comes
get
the
him.
Oracle. We'll see
Can
if
he
he's
follow up
able
the stuns?
to.
The
Yep,
kid? Nice. That's good. That's good. Double kill and more.
Look
The
at
Morph
that
is
bounty.
Slowly.
650 gold in favor of the Morph.
That's
He's got
enough.
100k in the bank, or 1k in the bank already. Grove Bow out on the Morphling there. Nothing on
Sorry?
the Oracle.
Dire's structures
I don't know if you can pull out a graph here or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure the net worth kind of changed or swinged a little bit
You know what?
in favor of Radiant here, I think.
haste.
Give me
Because
some.
right now they're only 8k ahead.
where,
now
where the
7K.
graphs at?
Another kill. I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
No, that's. I should know better. A wizard should know better.
The gloves though, they do get. Oh, my mouse. What happened?
Got
What
a
a
lot
suck
of
on
action
that
mid
mid.
here. Quap went
They
down. We have
ended up
smoke
being
coming
able
out
to
for
die.
Bann.
Actually, ended up being able to defend mid tower. That's kind of good for him. Although they did lose Bloodseeker and Bob after that.
Net worth wise, we're still heavily in favor of the Dire here at this point. They're already 8k up in 23 minutes, but to your point, Underlord and Morphling have both fought their way back into relevant farm at this point, and they do ping out a little bit of vision in the Radiant jungle here that I don't think exists. It does exist up on that tower there, but it did just expire, so looks like Radiant is safe to farm that jungle for now.
Morph does have the Ghost Scepter now. He's got the shotgun queued up. So
Baby.
once he gets that, he's definitely going to be scary. He has kill potential now with that item once he gets that.
They got the bird shot loaded for these Jakiro and these Viper birds, and they're gonna go hunting. Going on a pheasant hunt.
I do like the Ags on Quap also. Lowers the cooldown and the increasing the damage. It's gonna be nice for the team fights.
Potentially getting one, maybe 2 or even 3 of those.
Now I don't know
ultimates.
about Lincoln's. It's good, but I think BKB would just be better for team fight in general. Considering like all this stuff that they have, you might get shackle shot, you might get cookie, the pit. If you get caught in any of those, you're not gonna have a good time with co-op. But if he decides to go with Lincoln, we'll see. Maybe he'll change his mind.
Quap over here has got the eggs, he's got the orchid, he's just farming a couple of jungle camps, he's going to keep everything pushed. We do have a ping coming out from Underlord on the Radiant jungle where Bloodseeker and Tide are doing their good work here. He
Nice
places a
D-ward.
sentry, he dewards that observer for the side of Radiant, and they're going to go ahead and do the same to that
Nice
sentry. Dire that's just going to be a free couple hundred gold for for Radiant there.
Nice. They're thinking about Roche. Hopefully, I think Dire is their next step should be Roche. Get Roche and then try to go take a fight for mid. Possibly get that mid tower.
Meme hammer comes down. That is going to be a little
Bloodseeker's
snapfire
getting
all
caught
coming in
bottom.
here. Lots
Blood
of damage
like
coming out here.
Snapfire.
They're not going to chase. Oh, but the shotgun comes out, and that will be not a dead Bloodseeker. Unbelievable. He makes it out by just the skin of his teeth again.
Yeah, for the second time.
Oh,
Today's his lucky day.
my goodness. Buy a
Gotta
lotto
be that
ticket.
Midas, baby.
That's the Midas. That's that extra XP. He got a whole extra half level.
Now he's got Radiance queued up. Interesting game.
Oh, man alive. TB coming out from Underlord here. That's going to
Big
be
ice
canceled by the
bath for
Jakiro.
Jakiro? That
And that
should
will
be
be
a dead.
a
Nice.
very dead Underlord.
Big play by Dire.
Catching that
Big
Underlord
Underlord.
out.
Now, they should be able to get this mid tower, I think. If they put enough pressure. Or they're thinking about Roche? Question mark. Indeed,
Feels like
okay.
the right choice here. You can neutralize Roche very quickly. Oh, we got
Absolutely. We gotta pause.
to pause. Let's smack
Tactical
some emails.
pause. They're feeling it.
This is it. This is it. They want no part of this strategy.
Morph doing the level 17. He's catching up on farm almost on Viper. And Viper has Blade Mail queued up.
Oh yeah, it's scary. I mean, really, this 12k lead feels a little bit deceptive when
See,
looking
like,
at that morph.
I'm not sure why Blade Mail. 26 minutes. It's already past, I think, the line, the timing where you want to have Blade Mail. I feel like it just doesn't accomplish as much here. BKB would be way better off. But, I don't know. They're 12k ahead. They do get the Roche.
Oh, they
The
smoke out of that Roche pit too.
What the heck? That's a stupid move. I'm sorry, but why would you give Aegis to Tide on it? What is he going to accomplish? All you do is ravage in team fights.
He's gonna go in, eat a bunch of damage, save his ravage. I don't know. They
I think
do
that's
catch the
the
Windrunner out. They
move,
don't get the
honestly.
Ice Path out in time though. They weren't quite in lockstep making that pick. So they break their smoke, they reveal their hand, and it looks like they are going to just take the tower instead of getting that pick on the Wind
In the
Ranger.
meantime, Underlord, though, ratting bottom lane. He's
Classic.
probably going to get this tower if Dire doesn't pay attention to it.
Dire does not take the mid tower, and they're not focusing on Underlord. They're focusing on kills
they're
instead.
just chilling in the triangle. They kill Snapfire. Okay, that's alright.
Rupture coming out on the Oracle there. They're going to dish out some damage. That is going to be a very dead Oracle once that
Yeah,
ultimate
that
comes out
Oracle's
there.
dead on my screen.
So their
Underlord's
only hope
still
really is
pushing
ratting. So
bottom.
Morphling is actually going to join Underlord top, while Dire is going to do whatever they want in this top lane. They're going to take this tier 2 tower here. Meanwhile, Underlord is knocking on the door here with a Radiant Fortify. It looks like they're going to take at least the tier 3 top here with Morphling and Underlord just ratting the
They're
business.
ratting bottom. Dire. Hello? Team?
Anyone?
Please,
TPs?
45 or
Anybody?
something. What? No,
There goes Quap.
Oh my god.
Quap goes back, but he does have to face off against both an Underlord and a Morphling, who are readily going to take those towers. They're going to TP back out again. They do get the tier 2, but in replacement of the tier 3, there's a big cancellation. Oh, they make it out! Unbelievable!
This is why Underlord, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the type of game that makes you want to uninstall Dota when your team is taking a tier 2. Meanwhile, 2 heroes on the other
Honestly,
team.
Dire is just sleeping or something. There's snooze fest going on out there. They lose the tier 2. They're not doing anything to it. They just hit the tier 3 and you just ignore them. I guess. I suppose.
I don't
Very
know.
questionable plays. They're 12k on Elite still, but I think they're kind of throwing at this point.
You know, the thing that I always think is anytime that you're sacrificing a regular tower for leaving a naked Rax, especially against a hero that can push as fast as Underlord and Morphling, like
Right.
you're really asking for it, right?
And think about it. Once this Underlord hits level 25, you can get the Firestone damage building and just become even a bigger rat, you know? Depending on how the game goes by then. But we'll see.
Underlord
We do
the
see a
Rat King.
Blink Dagger on Tide, though, so maybe we'll see some better action from
Oh, there's
Tide.
that Rupture. The Shackle Shot misses the trees. And
Ravage.
oh, there's the Ravage on the
Let's go.
mound. This might be curtains for
That's a
Radiant here.
good
That's going to be
field.
at least a tier 2 after that.
I wonder if Jakiro could have forced and used Ice Path and just saved the Ravage for a big team fight uphill, but it's okay, I suppose.
It's best to
Or-
double down. If you're going to waste abilities, you might as well waste them all, right?
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
Morphe's getting
is
scary though. Does have the shotgun, and he does have BKB queued up. I love to see that. Somebody's valuing this great item
You
called
got
BKB.
the Morphling going to strength morph out of that team fight there, and they're going to take this tier 2 without any question at this point. Wind Ranger's coming up in just 10 seconds, but now
Underlord ratting top as well.
Radiant's
this net
bottom
worth
tower
chart is going to look silly, but they really don't have any buildings to show for it. It's pretty even on the map control front here, besides that mid lane.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
Lost
we're,
Secret though is gonna catch Underlord maybe top lane. He does
Uh-oh.
see him. They do know he's up there. Can they get him before he takes the bus and leaves
8
to the
seconds
base?
to Ravage, 5 seconds to
Fortress Staff, Fortress
Ravage.
Staff, Ice Path. Okay, that works.
Oh, there's the pit,
I
though.
guess.
That's going to be trouble. But here comes the Tide Hunter. That's going to be a
Gonna
gush
get a
out on the
Rupture.
Underlord. Here comes the gush. There's the Rupture. This is trouble. He's going to TP.
Oh,
He's going to
he's
use his
taking a
ultimate
bus.
TP out here.
Taking
There's
a
nothing
bus.
that they can
Do they have
do.
enough damage? They don't.
That's going to be it. Unfortunate for the side of Radiant. That is unfortunate
Sorry.
indeed.
Yeah, I think. Oh, we do see a pop ultimate somewhere. Where's that happening?
Oh boy, Quap juicing that ultimate on nobody. I think he
What did he
caught
do?
Snapfire barely with that ultimate there.
Okay, that's okay though. I mean, that's why with Quap having the Ags, I mean, it really doesn't feel like wasting an ultimate, right?
It's true. It's true. That
35-second cooldown.
a 30-second cooldown is nothing in these
Now
late
she's
game
also
Dota
level
matches.
20, so she got that AoE Shadow Strike, which is really good for team fights or wave pushing.
So we got we got the Rod of Atos now. They got a little bit of lockdown for Quap now. They can lock him down a little bit. Tidehunter blinks in and is just gonna die.
Tidehunter is going absolutely nuts.
That is
But he
a
doesn't
waste of
have
an
Aegis,
Aegis. And that's why you
so-
don't have Aegis on Tide. He didn't do anything.
It's okay. Yep, just goes in and dies.
But Morphling is going to take those Rackaroonies up there, and there goes Quap and Bloodseeker back in there, but they are not going to be able to catch him. There's no
Man, and
lockdown
he's
for
gonna
the
TP out.
Morphling.
Use or something. Where's my use?
It's in the form of a pair of gloves known as Midas.
Oh man,
That is unfortunate.
that is unfortunate. I mean, Dire is ahead 16k gold, right? But it doesn't feel like it. I feel like.
It doesn't, and the Radiant have done an absolutely exquisite job of taking advantage of what they didn't have, which was gold, and they just used all of their mobility and are taking buildings.
This
got
Morph
another-
is gonna get out of hand soon. Sitting at low 20.
Does he have bots yet? No, he doesn't have bots yet, but he's probably working. Oh, he's working towards BKB, and when that's on, man, if they don't have anything to pierce that BKB, he's
Once
got
he
10
gets
seconds
BKB,
on,
it's pretty much game over for Dire in the team fight.
which is a
Did you
strange
see
thing
a
to say.
meme hammer build on Jakiro? I've never seen that one before either. People love this item. I mean,
Oh man,
I think I undervalued this item for sure, but
I said it last week. We're in Minnesota. I'm broadcasting out of Minnesota, and we love a BOGO deal. So you buy one, you get one.
look at that. Jakiro's dead, baby.
Jakiro's dead with the big boomstick.
Pop-up shot him.
Does go down, so we'll see.
Bloodseeker though,
two
going
Radiant heroes
ham and
going
cheese
down.
on Morph.
Oh, there's the Ravage.
Too, man. Did have enough damage for Morph though? Don't look like it.
Oh, he's going to waveform out in the buyback on
Wind
Underlord, so he's
Runner.
going to throw the pit out, and that might be a dead... Oh, he's got the Rod of Atos coming out. Power shot misses. Underlord is in hot pursuit, but he's being slowed down by
Viper's
the
going.
Viper. And there is the TP from Underlord. That is a dieback.
Alright.
That is going to be hard to come back from a full minute and a half with no Underlord. There's
Good
the Blood
fight
Red
for
coming
it.
out here. They're going to clear out their creeps, and they're just going to run down these buildings here. They have nothing left to lose. That Underlord dieback is going to prove to be probably the death knell here, unless Morphling can do some switcheroo
Yeah.
action and push these lanes out.
He did kind of push his limits there by trying to chase that Bloodseeker.
Oh boy, Oracle coming back in 3, so they will be able to defend this pretty readily. That high ground is pretty devastating with between Power Shot and Morph and the shotgun and other things, but everything is in favor of the Dire here at this point.
Oh. Can he get tied? He's super low.
He's going to wander away, but a Power Shot catches him
Power
as he's
Shot
walking
gets it.
away here.
Nice. Bloodseeker though,
Bloodseeker's gonna
diving
go
in
down.
again.
Big shotgun coming out.
Goes
That's 2
down.
big cores down, so that means that Dire is going to have to probably retreat here. A buyback from Snapfire also means that they are very under strength in trying to
Viper's
fight
not
these
as
heroes.
scared apparently. He's just standing his ground. He might die
Snapfire.
to gloves. Stop missing gloves. Come on.
Oh, baby, baby. Oh, nope, he's going to miss all of them. He's going to take out some
Close.
trees.
Close.
Oh,
I
there comes the
didn't
smoke.
realize
I think they
Quap
just saw
did
the
also
smoke.
finish side.
Oh boy, that's the shotgun. That is a dead Viper. This might, honestly, Nevermore. This might be game. They have buybacks on there, but do they? Not game. They have buybacks, but that is a huge
like,
switch.
here's the thing, like, honestly, Dire has these items, right? But I don't think they're taking good fights at all. They're kind of playing this game in a sloppy way, losing a tier 3 bottom, losing a Rax, and then somebody, like, diving into tier 3 while other people are sitting back, and then they don't even go back even after losing teammates. I don't know. I feel like they're not communicating well right now.
Doesn't feel like it, and you know that is it feels like a symptom of rat Dota when you're thinking a game is going to be a binary team fighting kind of a game, and immediately Morphling and Underlord change the script on the game itself, and you're looking at this kind of slowed down pace rat Dota situation. What do you do, especially when you're not an incredibly mobile? Well, you're a pretty mobile team, but not in the way that Underlord and Morphling can be.
I think this is where you gotta itemize a little better. People can agree to disagree, but
Well, you want to
pay
fire up
attention to the map and itemize a little better, right? Make better decisions. Morph now finishes his BKB. I'm not sure how they're gonna stop this guy now. This guy is a monster all of a sudden.
10 seconds of damage impunity. He can do whatever he wants to whomever he wants for 10
You
full
get a
seconds.
chance at Quiver though. Really good item for a Quap, I think, if he ends up using it. Or he can throw it to Viper, I suppose. Good on both of those heroes. Helps them kill Viper a little easier with that True Strike.
Got a Quilla on the Jakiro here. The BK or the Blood Raid coming out from Bloodseeker. They're just farming a few camps here. Bop is going to go top here. They're going to see if they can get this Underlord, but he's not going to be found. He's going to dip into the jungle here. And looks like Quap was suspecting he went back towards the river side of the jungle. But we got Grizzly Adams Underlord over here just tromping through the jungle.
Yeah, I just see another issue though. Like, nobody in Dire has a BKB.
That's an interesting...
None of their hordes. That's why I feel like they can't just survive.
Stuns and BKBs win games. Oh, they're just... Their ears are burning, and Quap just went ahead and built a BKB.
There you go. Someone's listening to the podcast or stream. Let's go.
Uh-oh, what's up, what's up, what's up? And the Abyssal Blade coming out on the Bloodseeker here, so he's going to be able to dunk on that Morph a little bit harder. He's going to at least be able to lock him down for a couple seconds there. We do have a smoke coming out on the Dire side here. Jakiro, Tide, and Quap all smoked up, but he is broken by the Oracle, who throws out one quick route to nullify that pursuit. Jakiro is just going to run through the jungle here. He's all by himself. That is a very, very dead Jakiro if he gets caught by that Snapfire there.
Interesting meme in Hammer over there.
Just going to clear out the jungle.
As soon as the smoke got revealed, he should just throw Ice Bath just to see if he can catch somebody or not.
So we got Quap. It looks like they're moving towards Roche here. Roche has respawned, so we'll see. Viper's going to find out right here that they do have Roche, and do they make moves to go get it? The problem is that Underlord is putting a lot of pressure on this top lane again, so that lead has shrunk from 20k down to 17k, and if they're not careful, one big team fight, and this could go...
Oh, look at that meteor.
Oh, stupid meteor.
Underlord is a huge rat. He knows all the ways.
This is how you win this game.
I never knew that tactic. You go all the way around that tree and you can throw that. That's insane.
The kind of strat that makes you, again, you just want to quit Dota when you lose to a team doing this sort of thing. It's like, all right, I don't want to play anymore.
And I'm also like what I'm seeing here. Viper has BKB queued up. It's nice. Thank you.
They've learned after a few bad team fights. They have learned their lesson here. But Tide is going to blink in here. He doesn't have to ravage yet. He's going to ravage now. Oh, that's a Morph going down. Big kill.
That Morph. Wow, that's a huge pickup. Roche, free Roche.
Free Roche. He does have buyback, so there's no real sense in pursuing any towers at this point. Unfortunately, This also looks like it is going to be... Oh, that is exactly why they got that meme hammered. So Jakiro just cleared out all of those trees over there. He's going to slow down this Underlord as best he can while they're taking that...
Oh, he's going to take the bus. Meanwhile, though, they're all going to take Roche down, which is pretty good for Dire.
A couple of illusions of Quap coming in here. Roche is going to go down. Bloodseeker. I imagine this is Bloodseeker or Quap, and the cheese goes to
Nice.
Bloodseeker.
They do give ages to Quap now. No more for Tide.
No
Nice.
more for Tide. He's already had his
making
lunch.
the good decisions.
So Quap is going to run around here like he's got some big old ding-dong danglers coming out here. Snapfire. It looks like they're just trying to see what the positioning is. They're going to maintain high ground here as these Dire creeps roam in here. Jakiro just wandering back towards the secret shot, picking up something back there. What did he pick up? Perseverance, just finished that up. A pit comes out and Quap is caught, but that is not going to mean enough damage to kill Quap.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
Radiant.
She can just walk away with it.
This high ground, though. The high ground, for the sake of the Radiant, is a tough nut to crack for the Dire team here. How do you think that they're going to crack? Is this going to be the Ravage of Dreams to crack this high ground
Yeah, I
here?
think so. If they want to go high ground now, they're going to need a big man Ravage. Like probably 3-4 man.
Time to strap in.
Otherwise, they're going to have a hard time going this high ground. If they can't accomplish that, maybe go back, reset, and then catch somebody off guard with a smoke.
But Nevermore, look at the bottom lane. Look at that bottom lane getting taken.
Dire's bottom barracks are
What
under
is
attack.
Dire gonna do?
Now somebody is forced to back out. They ping it. They see it. Huge shackle going through.
Oh, Underlord's gonna rat it. He's gonna take it before they have a chance.
The rat got. He does have the bus.
Tide going back. Oh boy! Oh, there he is. He took a ticket to ride. Oh, the Ravage coming back. Holy jeez, that's going to be a Snapfire down. That's going to be a Morphling down again. Oracle's going to go down. 3 down for the side of Radiant. Windrunner is also very, very low. The pit coming out, just trying to maintain this team fight as they're going along. Snapfire goes down. It's down for 73 seconds. A buyback coming out on Morph probably. There it is. Quap is rooted. He's just going to run around. He still does have Aegis.
Linked out.
He has still got his second life here. Bloodseeker's going to start running into the deep, deep trenches of this Radiant Ancient here.
BKB.
He eats the cheese, and that is not going to be anything that they want to mess with. BKB comes out. Tide is going to go down. Interesting. All right, between the Fortify and that team
tower
fight,
to get that. Nice.
Radiant's middle tower has
we'll
fallen.
see if there's anything.
That was the big chaos there. Holy moly.
That was a 6k swing for the side of Radiant there between that buyback from Morph and another death from Underlord and Snapfire.
I think they still can push this. They should keep pressuring them. They don't really have a way to defend without the Underlord.
Well, and Tide already used Ravage, so he's not going to... There's no reason for him to buy back or do
Quap
anything.
never lost Aegis. I thought she did.
By the skin of her teeth, she made it out on that blink. So there goes...
Oh,
that's an
the
Aegis.
Shackle Shot goes in. That's the third window on my screen.
You bet your
Morph
bottom dollar
might get
that is.
Viper though.
Oh, and that might be a dead Morph here if he's not careful. There's a big bash coming out, and that's going to be a very dead Morphling if he doesn't have one more win run. Yep, that is game. That is GG. I don't know if they can come back. They have two minutes without Morphling, their main damage dealer here, and that's going to be Oracle going down. Snapfire is the only one left. There is only a buyback on the Morph. They should be GG call right about now. Right about now, I said. Let's go Radiant. Well, Underlord coming back.
I'm not gonna call it yet, but this does look like game. I mean,
I don't know if there's much else to do.
Bitsel's in. Might get violent.
Oh boy, the dagger's coming out. That is going to be a dead Snapfire for sure.
Oracle.
Ooh, and the ultimate comes out. That might save the Snapfire if he's able to heal enough in the next couple of seconds here. But the buildings Nevermore. They're all going down.
They finally get the Aegis off a Quap. See if they can kill him twice here.
Felt a bit like a gift Aegis. He just
a
kind
meme
of stood there
hammer.
and took it.
Gets 4 staff. Oh, pops the BKB.
Oh
so
boy, the Snapfire is going to be melted here. Oh, yep, and there comes the Quap Sonic Wave, and that's going to be curtains for the.
He's getting chased by it. Okay, good kill.
Up goes down. He doesn't have buyback. They're up 20. Oh boy, everyone's dying on the Dire side here. Viper had to go back and defend their racks, which did fall to creeps, and Windrunner chases down that Jakiro. Everything. Oh no, Underlord ended up with the Jakiro, so that's 3 down with buybacks on the Dire side there. So interesting.
Not terrible, but they did get the melee racks for top lane, I believe. They could have played it a little better, but they do have buybacks, so it should be fine for Dire, I suppose. They're still 27k in the lead. They didn't really lose much gold.
They are still alive in a game that we assumed was basically over.
Right.
So,
I mean, there's been so much swing back and forth, I feel like, for both teams, right?
Yep. Well, and to your point about how fast Morphling can farm, that is something that if they win one big team fight with a Morphling still alive, they could push down mid in about a minute and a half. So Dire still has to be careful in these waning minutes of the game.
They do. I mean, although it seems like Radiant is not pushing right now, which is kind of bad. I guess they really can't. It would be nice if they be able to push and force some buybacks here. But with them having buybacks on Dire and not being forced to use those, I think it's still difficult for Radiant to come back. They're gonna have to win like the next 2 fights at least to be able to get back in this game.
Top net worth still in favor of all 3 Dire cores at this point. So they have the uphill climb is definitely real. But
and Viper did just get his BKB not too long ago, like a minute ago, I think.
Morphling
So
found the Minotaur
that's a fresh
horn.
10-second BKB on Viper.
Just all that strength on that Morphling, so that's going to be...
Oh, we just do third meme hammer on Tide.
Oh my gosh, more memes!
People love this side.
My goodness.
Underlord going for Octarine, halfway there. Doesn't have buyback, so I guess might as well
Yeah,
purchase while you
who needs
can.
it? I'll
It
do
does
that
have a
one.
spell prism too. That's gonna be nuts. What's the cooldown of Pit now? 12 second, 6.4 on Firestorm. Interesting.
Oh, this is the tree build, but they do have eyes on him. Quap and Viper have pinged him out in
Yeah,
the
they're
jungle there.
looking
So it
out
looks
for him.
like...
Viper knows he's there.
Oh, are they going to get him? Oh, he misses him
No.
barely with that break. And no ice path from the
I feel like you
Jakiro.
should just
So.
use Hurricane Pike and go in there. Although you can't necessarily stop him from keeping, but
And this is that point where it's interesting for Dire being so far ahead and still having to be careful, because if they take a bad fight, lose anybody, Underlord or Morphling can just split push the nuts in on this. Bloodseeker
True.
going to loop around with that smoke, and I'm wondering if he's looking for that Morphling pick. Unfortunately, that Underlord might face the malice of the Bloodseeker in just a moment here, as he has eyes on him in the lane. Not a lot of vision to speak of. Radiant has pretty safe wards here on both pedestals.
they're looking
in
for
the jungle here.
Underlord though. Is he gonna find it? He does.
Oh, he finds him. They got the
Bloodseeker.
blood right out. That's a
Okay,
big, big
good
abyssal coming out. That's gonna be a lot of damage, and a big bash coming out from the abyssal blade. That is gonna be a lot of damage. Here comes the. Oh, yep,
And
there it
goes down.
comes. They are able to save the ravage, but enough damage
Good
coming out from
catch.
Bloodseeker. So the rat is done. The rat is dead.
Yeah, great catch by Dire. And now they're also pushing bottom lane by 2 heroes, so they can maybe meet down with them and get that last lane of Rex.
Without a buyback on the Underlord, 4v5 with this steep of a deficit is going to be a hard pill to swallow here. But a big shackle shot coming out on the Viper here. A bunch of damage coming out on the
Viper
Viper.
is
A big
dead.
the BKB on Windrunner prevents that Ice Path from doing anything, and a Snapfire ult is going to deal a lot of damage to the Jakiro. That's going to be 2 heroes down, 119 seconds on Viper. Quap coming in with a big Sonic Storm, and that is going to be a dead Oracle from that ultimate.
Rupture's on the morph.
Oh boy, and the
They gotta keep
Rupture,
chasing.
he's just going to strength morph himself into invulnerability. But that is also 2 heroes down for each, but I feel like it favors Dire at this point with having the Quap and Bloodseeker so far ahead of everyone else at this point. It's just so much damage.
I still think Radiant can kind of defend this. Oh no, they do have Ravage on side. If he does get a good Ravage out here, they might be able to kill him.
Here it comes. He's looking for it. He wants it. He wants it bad.
Although
Treant.
Bloodseeker is out of mana, actually. Now that I take it back, they probably can't push this anymore.
Interesting. That Midas coming in good handy in this 47th minute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that Ags. I was wondering how he was doing so much damage. He picked up an Ags on that Windrunner to deal all that damage to Viper, who's still dead for another full minute here. And there goes the Radiant Observer Ward on that pedestal over there. So Dire has a lot of freedom to roam as they please in the Radiant jungle once again. They did get a pedestal ward over here, so they have good vision throughout the entire Radiant jungle, including all 3 main points of that Radiant jungle. So they are
Oh, good
totally
cookie by
focused.
Snapfire. They should be
Oh,
able to
boy.
push Bloodseeker right here.
Bloodseeker
Easy
is going
clear
to
of their
run.
life, maybe?
He's so fast. Here comes the shotgun, and that is a
That's
dead
gonna do
Bloodseeker.
it.
Does have buyback though.
Good job by Radiant. Good catch. Punish him for extending too far.
They buy
He had
themselves
no
another couple minutes.
protection. Nobody was behind him.
Quap pushing in those lanes, so the Radiant really has nowhere to go. So at this point, it's just kind of like wait for Bloodseeker to come back up, right?
Yeah. Roche is up though, so Dire can definitely take advantage of that. We do see a DD also in the top lane, top river. So if they see that, they should be able to take it, I believe.
Radiant's bottom
Because Viper is up in
tower
5. With Viper, they should be able to take that easily.
They are not checking the rune here. They have eyes on creeps instead of those runes, which
Yeah,
is what I
Ty's
probably
just chilling in
do.
the bottom jungle, kind of thinking what to do, maybe?
You know, little do-si-do, little line dance out there, just grabbing a few creeps. I do that. I like to dance in the jungle when no one's looking. But the trick is that everyone's always looking.
Oh,
big shackle shot is missed.
they're
That's the
going
Lincoln Sphere coming in
co-op.
handy there.
Look at Windrunner just going in. That agony
that damage
is
coming
so
out. Oh, does she have
broken.
another
Good
block?
hex.
Another blink?
He's gonna
That is
turn it
be a
around,
hex.
maybe? Oh, good blink
Gonna
out,
make it out.
actually.
All right, interesting.
Yeah, Windrunner Ags, ladies and gentlemen. 2 charges. We're at the speed of light. No big deal. Thank you, Ice Frog.
That's what we needed. We needed more of that.
Yep. Viper does get the DD. He's walking into the pit.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Scary Viper.
They know Roche is up now.
Dragon Snake.
And now they know. Snapfire doesn't have ult at least. I mean, Ravage being up and Bloodseeker coming up, they should be able to secure this Roche, I believe.
You know, all I'm saying is Valve basically prints money. Can we get 2 separate wing flaps for Jakiro and Viper? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
write
you'll
some
see it in the
letters.
2-3 years once it gets approved.
Yeah, you and me, Nevermore. We're going to start the petition to get Viper his own wing flap.
Man, this Roche is going down really fast.
Truly. No minus armor
Big
even.
damage.
It's just flat out damage coming out.
Who's
That
going to
does-
take the Ags, though? I do like to see it on Jakiro low-key, but who knows?
Oh, I'd love me a Jakiro big Macropire play.
Oh, Bloodseeker, I guess it would be okay.
What is the
2
Bloodseeker
Rupture
at?
charges, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
2 Rupture
yeah.
charges and 40-second replenish time.
It makes Morphling and Windrunner have to be very careful in a
Yeah,
team fight.
actually, now that he has 2 charges, I would definitely like to see one of the charges which goes towards Windrunner.
Jakiro making some plays to keep that bot lane managed. Underlord trying to push it out so that he has
Yeah,
have a little
continue
bit
with the
of
rat
room.
tactics. The chat's been actually paying off horrendously for his team. The rat's been successful so far.
Oh, that Morphling pulled into 3rd place on the net worth chart here, so that means, you know, another 20-30 minutes here, we might have a Morphling in the lead on the net worth chart if we're not careful.
Does have Scotty going for Satanic now, tanking it up even more. The lifesteal.
He's a big, strong boy. I think he ended up with the
Oh.
Minotaur horn as well. No, he's got the Illusionist call.
What the heck? That's an illusion. Big Ravage though.
No. Big
Can't
Ravage
they
on
get
the
Sky at
Oracle. We'll
least?
see. There comes the Qs from the
Something.
Viper. A lot of range on the Viper. Jakiro
Oh.
coming in with the Boots of Travel. There comes a BKB
Double
on
Star.
both Bloodseeker and the Quap, and Morphling coming in with his Bloodseeker, but he's going to take a ton of damage
I
from that
cannot get
Bloodseeker.
anything out of this. It looks like they got to get out.
Oh boy, the Quap goes down with the Aegis here. He's
Oh,
very
look at
deep,
that
so there's not a whole lot that they can do about it, but the ultimate on Snapfire is going to prove to be fatal.
Viper doing some damage in the back on Oracle. Oracle is probably going to go down. They do
boy.
get
Radiant's
They lose the
Quap.
Quap. They're going to have the melee Mega Creeps, and there's an Abyssal Blade on the Windrunner, but that's going to
good
not mean
rupture on
anything.
Windrunner. Makes the force back. That should be an easy rags for Dire.
We'll
They
see.
might lose some lives though.
Oh
Jakiro's
baby,
down.
that's a lot of damage. They got to
Bring
punt. They got to
Bloodseeker.
fortify. That might be a 4 dead for the whatever side that is, the red side.
Okay.
Oh baby, they secure
Radiant is still in the game.
by the cold dead hands of Radiant. Will they win this game? They're not going to allow shit to be a win at this point.
I'm surprised they were not paying attention. I don't know if they knew Morphling had Illusion Escape or not, but that was kind of a poor initiation on Dire.
Look at this
Bloodseeker
Tide Hunter.
started rupturing and abyssaling Illusion for Morphling, and then Tide just goes in without having his teammates back.
That's the shrewd. It's the shrewd play. Being able to have the. I personally have the most trouble with seeing the Prime Ravage and waiting for the team to actually be able to capitalize on it. I can't tell you how many times I've hit like a 3 or 4 man Ravage and had nobody around to actually do anything with it. I'm just such a good Tide player. It's just one of those
Oh
things.
wait, is he gonna
Oh boy,
die?
that
No
time's
way.
gonna go down. That's a big
He
buyback
cannot
from
die here.
Jakiro, and there comes
Alright.
the Bloodseeker buyback and the Tide buyback.
Buyback.
Does he have Ravage?
Can
He
you
does
hold it,
not
though?
for
If they
40 more
lose here,
seconds.
it's gonna be game.
Oh boy, Jakiro is going to come down, and that is going to be a dead Jakiro
Dieback and
dieback.
Jakiro.
Bloodseeker's going to go down. Dieback on Bloodseeker. Quap coming back in 6 seconds here, but they're going to go for that Tide
Dieback
buyback.
on
They're going
Tide
to
as
ensure
well.
that they have
Wow.
almost 2 full minutes of impunity with
And they
no
can just
team
end the
fight.
game here.
That's that Ags. Here comes that Ags
3
on for Windrunner.
diebacks.
Oh no, they're going to go straight for buildings. They got the Fortify coming out here, but only the Quap to defend.
They're
There's
gonna
really
hit some
nothing.
big plays by Quap and Viper. They're gonna have to hold it down.
This is the
Blinking,
fear.
Claw the Swim or something.
This is the fear with late game and Rat Dota is that you don't have any buildings to really protect yourself.
Oracle's
Viper
Dazzle
coming
with
back in,
Morphling.
and
What
Quack
are they
coming back
scared
in,
of? They
Big Dagger
should
coming
be able
out.
to kill them both here.
Oh boy, but that's gonna, yep, that gets the Windrunner.
Blink, blink, blink. Quack has
Oh
blink. Okay,
geez,
does it get
Snapfire
out?
firing some lava
Big
balls all
Blink.
over the place. Viper's gonna go down again. Is that gonna be a dieback on the Viper? Who knows? But the Blade Mail comes out and almost kills that Morphling. He's gotta be careful. A bunch of Qs coming out. He's gonna slow him down. He's gonna TP out, hopefully. Oh, nope, he gets hexed.
God.
That is gonna be a dead Morphling and a dead
This
Oracle.
guy
This
is
is gonna be
dead.
curtains for the
Morphling
Radiant
is
side.
going
Oh, the
down.
swings, the emotional swings. I can't handle this.
Viper.
Oh, and here comes the dagger out on the Underlord. That might be a dead Underlord here, but they all have buybacks. This is the unfortunate thing for the Dire side here is they got
Some of them
4
have to
buybacks.
force buybacks because they're losing their base right now to creeps.
Oh, baby, the Windrunner has to buy back.
Well,
They're
some
gonna
of
push
them
out
might
those
be able to
creeps.
get-
That's going to be a... Oh, no, he does get
No,
him.
he
Okay,
does go
okay, Quap
down.
goes down. Viper, by the skin of his teeth, is going to not die back in this case. He
Crop
is
does
on
have
fire.
buyback though, so it should be
Dire's
okay.
ancient is under attack.
Oh,
He should
Underlord
buy
doing
back
whatever
here.
they want. Yeah,
Crop
absolutely.
buyback?
All the
Losing
buybacks.
away,
Oh
focus.
boy, this is going to be another team fight. Here comes Windrunner with an ultimate on the Dire Ancient here.
I don't think they're gonna be able to hold it. Windrunner ulted the ancient.
Oh
Somebody
boy,
has
and
to
they got
kill him.
Windrun out, and the Quap's
Got
going to come in here.
Windrunner.
Does Quap have enough damage to neutralize that Windrunner? They do, and that's going to be a dieback on the Windrunner. So Underlord is the
Nobody
only one here to
protected him.
swap
He's
on the
an
towers here.
Oracle.
Meme Hammer comes out, and that's going to be a Viper and a Quap
Gonna
trying
take the
to take
bus.
down this Underlord here. He
He
tries
has
to
enough
bust
damage
out
to
of here.
kill him.
Oh, he does. He makes it out and back to tower, back to
Just
Pounce.
barely
He healed
makes
up
it
there.
out. Gotta love the bus.
Unbelievable. They wanted it so bad. They
What
wanted
a
it.
game. What a
Good
game.
gracious. Well, you know, if Radiant doesn't win this game, they'll have a hell of a fruit salad with all these mangoes over here. My
Yeah.
goodness, look at that.
This
Beautiful
is a
work.
lot. Honestly, I'm gonna take 3.
I love it. Oh, it's good vitamin C in those. It's a good healthy snack, which we enforce around here at
Honestly,
Script
that blade mill
TV.
came up huge in that last fight.
Oh, I know.
For Viper. Underrated item after all, I guess. Woo!
So they're gonna check out on the Roche here. It is still a couple minutes out here. However many minutes this is, it's a line and a third. Whatever that is. Illusion Rune coming out on the Viper here. We'll see if they try to do any
maybe
pushing
3-4
with it.
minutes onto it.
What's that?
I said I'm not sure for the timing on that either. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Hurricane Pike, MKB, Eggs. Oh man, that Viper. Their team fight, just being able to
Radiant's
dump
bottom
those
barracks are under attack.
Sonic Waves and Viper ults on top of this Radiant team is going to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
What is the BKB down to? So they got 7 seconds left on that Morphling BKB, which is plenty for Morphling to really dish it out. What else do we got on here? Any fun items coming out here? Tide just, you know, running around the jungle, hanging out in the woods,
As usual.
camping. You know, Tide. Can you imagine Tide trying to start a bonfire in the woods, trying to just like cook his food or something?
No way. He's living in the seas, man.
That's true.
He's always hunting a fish or something.
Just scraping 2 like LG stalks together to create an underwater fire.
Yeah.
It could work. You never know. Besides defying the laws of all things nature, it might work. There's the pit. Looks like they're just going to try to manage lanes here. I think this is going to end up being one last... Look at this, though. I mean, in terms of net worth, the Radiant have fought their way back into this. They actually have 2 of the top 3 net worths over here. Underlord and Morphling both have a lot of money now.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, the gold lead for Dire was like 28k, right? Now it's
Yeah.
down to 17, so...
17. One more big
Radiant
team
has
fight. This game is
definitely
over
pulled their
pretty
way.
much.
I definitely do believe there's one more team fight here for both teams. Gonna see who's gonna take the W here.
Look at this. We got a Satanic. No Moonshard yet on that Morphling. I imagine he's got to save for buyback here, which he
Let's
still
see
needs
the
a good bit of money.
buybacks. Right now, nobody has buyback except Viper, Underlord, and Grandma. Or Snapfire. I usually call him Grandma.
You call him Grandma?
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. Grandmas can be good at Dota 2. Dota 2 2. Can't put Grandma in a box. Alright, Jakiro, there looks like they're grouping up bot here. Again, they're just trying... I think what they're trying to do here, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they're trying to gather the equilibrium in the other 2 lanes, in top and mid, and then slam dunk the bottom lane here as best they can before
Right.
the rat has time to take hold again.
We do see a courier. Actually, I just lost sight on Dire. Do you know how to fix that?
You
To be
lost
able to see
sight
both
on Dire?
fogs? Yeah, like I'm only seeing the vision that Radiant has right now. I lost the sight for.
It's got to be a quick key somewhere. I bet in settings there's a way to change the fog under like the camera options or something like that. Oh, interesting. So now Dire has moved towards the top lane here. They've all TP'd top. We got bots coming out on Jakiro here, so we have 4 heroes here looking for an Underlord pick. They have eyes on him. They do get a...
If he takes the
Oh,
Hex
he takes the bus. He takes the bus, but there's
uh,
the Hex coming
I
out. They're going to lose him.
here,
Yep.
yeah.
Just not quite enough to bring down the Underlord, who's just
The
going to
level
immediately
2
TP to the
buff.
bot lane here and cause an
Insane.
absolute panic for the Dire side.
Yep. Klopp had to get that Hex off before Underwood gets his ultimate off.
Before he bought his ticket to ride.
Yeah. A little unlucky there, but...
I like to pepper in those little cute quips, you know. It's just part of my style. Alright, Morphling aggressively farming the Dire jungle. Even in these dire straits, Morphling is finding his farm.
Yeah, I think it was
wherever he
because the
wants.
Underlord was just in the bottom.
Oh,
So
okay.
he knew he was safe.
He was safe. He was
But
fine.
now that he TP's top, he gets out of
Oracle
there.
and Snapfire are both smoked up right now, so we'll see. Are they going for a pick, do you think? Or are they looking to get some vision through the jungle here? They're
I
not
think
doing a whole lot
probably
with it.
trying to get a pick, but if it's too hard, you probably do want to have a vision somewhere up top.
They do have
They
lots
help
of wards here. They have one on the pedestal, one on the underside of these trees over here, so they have plenty of vision if Dire are going to make a move through the jungle. They also have this pedestal warded up over here, so they're playing very safe here. I have a feeling they're daring the Dire to make a move
Roshan
towards...
up. It is. And I
Power
think
Shot revealed
Power
it.
Shot just saw that, right?
Yeah.
Did that reveal it? Okay. I'm gonna have to rely on your camera a lot now, because I lost.
You lost your... Oh, dang
I
it.
lost the vision on both teams, so yeah.
These ding-dang old quick keys will get you every time.
This happened to me like last time too, when I was spectating the game or broadcasting it.
Windrunner gonna try to manage these lanes here, but Dire is slowly ramming this down their throats here. We'll see if they are able to complete their quest of winning this game, but Radiant has put up an absolutely valiant effort here. Viper's gonna take this Roche. Dire's gonna take this Roche pretty much with no contesting from the Radiant side. I don't know if they can really leave base without...
Do you mind clicking on the Roche? What does Roche contain right now? Does it have a refresher?
Yep, we got Refresher, we got Cheese, we got Eggs, we got
Eggs,
Aegis.
okay.
It's the mother
A lot
load.
of stuff in there, yeah.
Roshan has
He keeps bringing snacks. I don't understand. Just, you know, if you don't want people to kill you over and over again, quit bringing the cheese to the party. That's what I always say. I never bring cheese to parties because I kept getting hit by swords. But everyone loves a brie.
Yeah, they do. Who got the refresher there? I wonder. I wish I could see that.
Refresher.
Probably on Tide, I would assume. No.
No, got a
Who has
gem, Quap. No. Who's got these items? Bloodseeker? Bloodseeker's got... Bloodseeker has the cheese and the
For the
refresher.
homie with the Ravage.
Eggs is on Jakiro
Double
now.
Ravage, that's gonna be insane.
Who ended up with
So
the...
who has the cheese? Where's the cheese?
Cheese is on Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker has cheese and the refresher.
And refresher, okay. And
then-
Aegis was on Quap, correct?
Must have. Yes, Aegis on
Yeah.
Quap.
Okay.
So here we are.
Mirror shit on Quap too, which is really nice. I like that.
Bloodseeker's a
I
real
like
greedy
it.
guts, taking 2 of those items. I imagine. I mean, that Tide is over there, just like, hey man.
I think Tide needs a Ravage, in my opinion. But
What about me?
They
I
know
got-
better, I think.
I got this really cool ability where a bunch of tentacles fire out of the ground. People might want to see that twice.
Oh, there was also Apex on Morphling. You gotta look at some of these jungle items or neutral items. So, Woodlands and Striders on Windrunner. It's okay item. I'm not a big
75
fan.
Agi. Good gracious.
Yeah,
This is
it's
it.
definitely
This is the reckoning right here. We got a Bloodright coming out that's going to zone out all of the Radiant team here. A TP back from Underlord here. So see, there comes the pit. Tide is caught in the pit, so he wasn't able to blink in for the Ravage. And there comes a Shackle Shot from the Windrunner. And all coming out on the Tide, but the BKB prevents the Windrunner from being stunned. And here comes a Macro Fire and a bunch of fire from the Snapfire. And there goes Tide Hunter.
Shooting him out.
Jakiro's going to go down as well. There comes a buyback on the
Goes in
Tide
and
Hunter
out,
here.
TP
Jakiro
out.
hasn't bought back yet, but there comes the Jakiro buyback. He's going to TP in over here. We got 5 more heroes to kill down bot. This is going to be a 5-on-7 after those buybacks. Oracle going to get that Lincoln Sphere out from the Quap here. A big stun from the Snapfire, and there's a bunch of damage out. Oh, the big shotgun, and there goes the Aegis on the Quap here. Jakiro's in deep, deep trouble. It's going to be a dieback on the Jakiro. A refresher out on the Tide Hunter. He might jump in here for another Ravage, but the Viper is going to go down here if he's not careful as well. There comes a bunch of BKB, and oh boy. He does that buyback here. That's going to mean death for the Windrunner here. Viper buys back. He's going to TP in with his bots, and Quap is going to go down here with a bunch of damage from the Morphling, but he blinks out along with the Tide. Bloodseeker going to run into the jungle here, but that's going to be a dieback on the Viper. Oh, geez, Louise. This is going to be bad. They could take bus right into the... Oh, yep, there comes the smoke. They're going to catch up the Bloodseeker here. Shackle shot coming out. A bunch of damage. Quap trying to zone him out here, but that's going to be a Blood Raid on the Quap. Oh, Sonic Wave going to try to zone out the Morphling here, but there's just so much damage. The False Promise coming out for the Morphling here. We're going to keep him alive. He's got the shotgun queued up here. Silence coming out here. The Underlord, it's absolute chaos in this jungle. There goes the Morphling with the buyback available on both the Morphling and the Snapfire. A bust coming out on the Underlord. He's going to try to make it back, but he is going to die. Ooh, boy, Underlord buyback, Snapfire buyback. So now all the buybacks are coming out. This is truly the reckoning for this game, and there's a pig. The Oracle's just a little pig. Oh. All of that, all of those resources, all that time, all that
the melee still stands.
No megas. No megas at all.
Yeah, the power of pit. Honestly.
Can we talk about that pit? And can we talk about that shackle and damage on Viper after the fact from Windrunner? Lots of good things happened in that team fight. Both teams really struggling. Now, how many buybacks was that?
There's a lot. Viper brought back, Jakiro brought back there. Morph bought back, Underloop bought back, Sky bought back, I believe.
Yeah, we had 5
Jim bought back there over
6
there.
buybacks, 7 buybacks, 7 buybacks.
Yeah, 4 buybacks on, I think, Radiant, 3 on Dire.
Oh, this is the kind of hour and 5-minute game that you want. This is the Jim Jam right here.
So not only 3 heroes have buybacks available, Sky on Radiant, and Bloodseeker and Quap on Dire.
Now, does the net worth? I mean, like, yes, net worth technically, Radiant or Dire is in really good shape at this point in terms of the net worth advantage. But really, at 65 minutes, does it matter at this point as much?
Not really. I think this is a dead even game, right? It all comes down to the fight and who has buyback and who doesn't. I guess buyback wise, it's kind of even now. Quap doesn't have buyback.
Snapfire with a dieback. That is unfortunate. Oh boy,
down? I kind of missed that. I'm sorry.
I totally did as well. The Snapfire goes down with no buyback, so they got 2 minutes that they are able to take advantage of that Snapfire being out of town.
They are pushing top really hard though, but Jakiro's there to save it.
Looks like
They have the Book of the Dead. I saw a bunch of oh, they do Book of the Dead on Underlord. So he does get his rad item. Jakiro though might die here. Perhaps?
Jakiro might die. Well, they're gonna back away here, but Underlord is still in town, and it looks like he might try for some extra buildings at this point. Meanwhile, Quap Viper and Bloodseeker are all making the push bot lane here to see a man about a horse in those Mega Creep departments. Oracle so lonely in that Dire Ancient and that Dire Fountain.
Underlord might get this Jakiro top lane, dude.
Oh no, the Meme Hammer coming out.
Oh, misses the meteor.
Okay. Macropire coming out to clear out those creeps here. It looks like they think this is... Oh no, they don't think that's a real... There's 2 Morphling illusions there. So now, do they wait for the Tide and the Jakiro to join, or do they take advantage of this Underlord being away from the store for a little bit? Oh, does he have Necro books? Where is he getting? Where are these little buddies coming from? These Necro... Who has a Necronomicon? Which one of you jokers? Huh, I don't know where those came from. Oh, the bus is in. Bus is going right back home. Alright, so... The fight happened. I figured, without question, that fight was going to be the end. And then everyone bought back. And it was basically 2 full 5v5s, one after the other.
Honestly, I think if it wasn't for the pit, I would have at least had that melee Rex taken.
Because Tide going, he was in position to make the blink, and then the pit came in and stopped his blink. Correct? Is that what I remember?
Yeah, the pit just like made them always stay away with the whatever radius they had. Just make sure holding Dire back. Make sure they don't cross this line, this stairs right here. If I can.
What does Viper got queued up
Super
here?
flying right here.
Viper's going for the Lincoln Sphere at this point here. That melee rack slowly healing. Look at that 5 regen there. They're going to have to beat that racks up all over again if they're not careful.
Yeah, I think what I'm guessing Dire's plan is wait for Roche, get Aegis again, and go back in.
Look at that. We got Butterfly on the Bloodseeker now. He sold his Midas and picked up an AC. So he is an absolute brick shithouse at this point. He is ready to fight. As
Okay,
if he
that's
wasn't
cool,
already.
because I did saw AC first queued on my Quap, so I guess they kind of communicated that AC went on him, and Quap got the Shivas. Which I do like Shivas a lot. Pretty good for team fights. Slowing the attack speed for both Windrunner and Morphling.
Jakiro is just about finished with his Octarine core here. They are going to watch Roche spawn here
I just saw
mere
something
seconds
new.
away.
Look
Oh,
at that.
Morphling has a Divine Rapier. Oh, baby.
You got a game,
Ooh,
boys!
jeez. This is for all the marbles, for all the
time.
enchiladas, for all the tomatoes. Oh, I love it when a divine. Actually, one of my favorite things ever was a courier pick that had a divine rapier on it, and it dropped it right towards the end of the game. It was the most brilliant thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
All right, all right. This morph is hitting for 700 damage. So,
Yeah.
woe be
And he
unto
also has a
you.
moonshot. I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Did he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does. This guy's fat.
That's a daddy.
He doesn't
race.
have buyback though, so if he dies, this game's over.
Game's over. Game's over, and that's what they're playing for. This is for all the marbles here. They don't want to be dicking around with any half-ass game of Dota here. They want the real life win. Did anyone
Oh.
check Roche? Were they in there when that Roche spawn? Oh no, there's the Roche spawn. Okay.
Viper does got the ballista too, which is pretty nice. I do like this item a lot.
Underlord playing with fire. He's got 240 damage, and he's wandering around into the dire side of the jungle here. And they do ping out. Morphling has a lot of eyes on the Radiant jungle there, and he sees all of them congregated there. Now they're all moving towards Roche here. I think they had eyes on
Eeyore
Roche.
does see Underlord top lane. I don't know if he communicated anything to his team. Maybe try to catch this guy.
Underlord's
No?
going to be meme hammering the trees out of there, but they
Gonna
are just
try
going to
to-
take Roche here without any
Underlord,
contesting.
they're kind of walking towards it. He's going for the bounty, and he does
boy.
see them on Rush. Can Radiant
We got a pit. We got a power shot coming in. We got a meme hammer coming in.
It's so big. My God.
Slowly trickling. The Radiant have to contest this. If they have to kill any of these heroes twice, it's going to be really difficult for them to
Roche
win this
is
game.
so low. This is going to be the battle of century right here.
They draw him
Legendary.
out there. The Lincoln's is broken. Pit is coming out from
Oh,
the Underlord.
while it
Firestorm
does
coming out.
force
They're
them
gonna zone
TP
him
bottom
out.
to defend the rack, so it is going to be a 4v5 fight if they take it
4v5.
right
A lot
now.
of damage from that Firestorm coming out here, so we'll see if they're able to nab it, but I don't know. Does Morph have enough damage he could go in there and hit it a couple of times and just
I think
take that
so.
Roche? There's the
They
meme
should be
hammer.
able
They're
to do
preparing
with
it.
the BKB especially.
Oh boy, he's so low.
Who's going to take the kill? Somebody has to man up and hit this.
Is Morph gonna do it? This comes away from Morph. He does a ton of damage there. He gets
This
abyssaled
is
by
back.
Bloodseeker, and it's gonna
The
be a
Ballista.
lot of damage coming on the Bloodseeker. The Bloodseeker's gonna go
Oh,
down. He's got
Bloodseeker's
buyback.
going down. Buyback.
And Roche is
Buyback.
so
Bloodseeker's
close. Jakiro or Viper's also going down. All that damage from the Morphling, and
Where's the
everyone's
Ravage?
dying. Oh my gosh, no Ravage.
No
Buybacks
Ravage,
are available
right?
on both heroes there, but that is an Aegis for Morphling. Oh my gosh, 3 dead. It's a disaster. Oh, the Abyssal coming out on the Morphling there, and he's gonna get ruptured and lose the Aegis.
Is under attack.
Meanwhile,
What a game.
Quap is bot. Oh, Quap is bot. Quap ratted out those that last
Yeah.
melee racks. Oh boy. Oh boy. What do you even do with yourself? You'd lose. You have the mega creeps.
I'm losing
now.
my mind watching this game. I don't know what these players are going through.
I need just like a warm bath and a bunch of Prozac after this game.
Man, I need the white claws, honestly. Really.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That'll take the edge right off. That'll take it right off. Oh boy. Oh god.
What a game.
What a game is right. 72
everybody,
minutes.
everybody in Radiant do have buybacks, though, so you gotta see what Dire got in their plan right now.
What do you think? What do you think of this? You smoke, you get a pick, you do what you can to get a pick, and you run right down mid.
Who, Radiant or
Radiant.
Dire?
Radiant.
Radiant? I don't think they can. They have to defend this base.
That's
Unless
that-
they do like a 2 or 3 man smoke with Morphling.
I mean,
Like
they can.
have Snapfire, Morphling.
Oh boy, the Underlord has taken a lot of damage here. He did get hexed by the Quap here. He's taken a
He's
lot of
probably dead
damage.
here.
Oh boy.
This man's dead
Underlord.
here.
He did?
Can he
Yeah,
get the
he's got
buff
the bus
up?
out, but he's
Too
going to be
late.
dead.
No,
He does have
blast him.
buyback though.
He does. Well, that would be good if they'd be able to force that right here.
Oh man, not what you want to spend your buyback on though, and also a big bounty from for Quap there.
Right.
Look at this farm on Morphling, 43k by himself. And look at the lead. They're down to 6k lead. If they didn't have mega creeps, this game would be entirely... Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that rush was huge over there because they got like axe, cheese.
Oh, they did.
So that definitely helped. Like the axe itself is like 6,200 gold swing.
So they purge off the Windrunner
this
there.
This position 5 Jakiro has an Octarine core. I just realized.
75 minutes. They all have divines in about 10 minutes here. So
Bloodseeker though has an empty slot. Has
What
a
do you-
veil in the backpack.
Here comes the Lincoln Sphere. That Divine is still on the Morphling there. He did lose Aegis and Macropyre coming out. He does blink in onto the Bloodseeker there. He's going to take a lot of damage there. He's in very big trouble here. Ravage coming out after that BKB expired. The Macropyre doing some work here. He is altered by the Oracle, but he's taking a ton of damage. That might be curtains for him. Oh my gosh, so much damage coming out on that Quap there. Is he going to die? No, but the Morphling does go down. He does buy back. This is going to be another...
Rapier is on the ground.
Rapier's on the ground, and Morphling picks it back up again. He bought back. And he picks up that Divine Rapier once again.
Okay. Not bad for Raid Dire. They didn't lose anybody, and they forced a buyback.
Look at that. We were just talking about going down to a 6k lead. They have 20k lead again.
Yeah.
Good night, nurse.
Yeah, I think the money swing is just gonna, the gold swing is gonna be huge with one fight.
All right, buybacks. Who has buyback anymore? Anybody? Bueller?
I'm gonna expect somebody in Dire have it.
Quap is the only Dire hero with buyback here, so Snapfire and Oracle both have buybacks at this point. We'll see how they decide to use them, but...
Jakiro is almost really close. He's 500 short of
Oh
the
boy,
buyback.
Quap going in on that Morphling. Morphling pops the BKB and a bunch of damage coming out on that Quap. Is that Quap going to die
he's
here?
stunned, though.
Oh
Can
boy,
get
he
up?
does get that Lincoln's off, so he is able to blink away, but the Wind Ranger catches him up and he's going to kill him.
Bounty. It's always easy to defeat a demon.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Nothing wrong there. Just Woodlands and Striders. Boots of Travel.
You know what it feels like? It feels like people are pressing because this game is so long. They don't know what to do with themselves. They just keep running into bad situations.
Yeah.
Oh, Underlord is TPing in and doing his rat Dota things.
Yeah, I mean, he's level 30, so he does have that 15% Firestorm building damage now.
Oh, cheat codes if you ask me. Buyback on the Quap. It doesn't look like they're going to have to use... Oh my gosh, that Windrunner is so fast.
Yeah.
So silly.
She can just travel the whole map with the 2 charges, I'm pretty sure.
That's insane.
I don't know what the plan is here.
Honestly, we're in
They have to
uncharted
get a
territory.
good fight with good communication.
Right now, at this point, I'm usually frustrated enough that I just kind of want to just force a team fight to see what happens. Which is why I'm still in the 2K trash can and not anywhere better. And it looks like
They
Dyer's
do
just
know
gonna take
Morph doesn't have a buyback. They do know Windrunner has no back.
Underlord
they're
going in.
making a play here.
So much damage coming out. There's a big rat play. The Fortify comes out and the Quap TP's back. The Bloodseeker, the Viper all come back and the Tidehunter coming in. He does have Ravage. He's ready to team fight here. And there comes the Tentacles and there goes Radiant. Oh, jeez Louise. Quap coming in, dealing a lot of damage onto that Windrunner there. This is going to be curtains.
Windrunner is dead with no buyback. If they get Morph, this will be huge.
Very, very quick reactions from Dyer there, and they are going to force that.
That's good though. They're also losing their freaking Ancient and Radiant.
Oh, they went for it.
Close. They almost lost it.
They almost lost. The key operative word there being almost.
Almost. But now Radiant can. Oh, I mean, sorry, Dyer can take advantage of this.
Yeah, they're running right down mid. They know that there's no buyback on that Windrunner, and they're going to take advantage of it. That's a lot of their damage down. Morphling is only one hero.
I think they should be able to end the game here. Just have everybody spread out a little bit by 2 meters, and just hit the Ancient. You'll get it.
There's nothing you
Make
can do.
you don't get 5 people in pit. You'll be able to end this game here.
There is a Fortify on the side of Radiant, so they do have about 6 seconds of invulnerability, but a smoke comes out of it. So they're going to make a smoke play. Maybe use the Viper as bait. We'll see what happens. But that Tide is looking for his Ravage of Dreams. He did have one earlier in the other team fight here. He does have... Oh, I thought he had Refresher available, but he does not. So now they're going to run back into the jungle here. They are unsure of what they're going to do in this next team fight.
I believe in them. They have to take a fight here when Windrunner is there with no buyback. They have to do this. Otherwise, once Windrunner is up, they're going to make the same play and they're probably going to end the game.
They were waiting for... Oh, there goes the smoke. We'll see if they're going to wrap around here and try to take the Ancient after that. Yep, they're just going to wander in here. They are smoked up. Bloodseeker, the only one revealed here. A pit comes out. A big ice path comes out. Morphling is now BKB'd. He did get hexed early in the fight, but that is going to be a dead Quap if he's not careful.
Quap gets out, maybe?
Hot pursuit. Morphling going to TP in there, but a Lincoln Sphere comes in, and they're going to start dishing out the damage on the Morphling there. Viper goes down. Jakiro is going to go down.
They don't have enough damage for him, though. Who's hitting that Ancient?
Jeez Louise. He has that Satanic as well, so he is just going to go ahead and myrtleize whoever that they can.
Oh, he's Quap dead.
Oh, Quap is so close. Oh, he got him! Oh, jeez, the big nuke coming out from
the big plays and forces staff.
That is going to be game. That is going to be
game. Yeah, it's part of the game.
What, you
Dire fucked up.
Take the bus. Take the bus into the Dire Ancient right now.
Yeah.
What are they going to do about it?
Okay, there's no glyph. They should be able to take it.
They got a full 100 seconds, no Quap, full 80 seconds without Viper. They're going to run down very confidently down this mid lane here as they tiptoe through the tulips of the Dire jungle. They're going to clear these waves with ease. Those Necro creeps coming in handy. The Macropyre coming out, trying to abstain this push as best they can.
Hold off the creep waves for a little bit.
80 seconds here. Why are Morphling... I suppose they got to clear out these creeps here, but I feel like that's a job that Windrunner can do by himself here. I feel like they should bot into this mid lane and do what they can, because that Snapfire is now going to go down. Interesting, the False Promise coming in to reveal them of that stun here.
They should be able to kill him.
They're running away as best they can. Lots of ice paths, lots of liquid fires coming out, lots of ultimates to preserve that Snapfire. And that is a repelled gush to slow down that Tide Hunter here. The Illusion Rune comes out on the Oracle here. Now we got a Bloodseeker coming in here. Abyssal's down the Oracle. Here comes the Windrunner, so they're going to try to disengage the best they can here, but they may have just lost based on being split up as they were running down mid there. That's not going to matter anymore. Both of those heroes do not have buyback. This is going to be curtains.
So what happened, Radiant? Why did they split out?
That was my question. So they have bots in a lot of different
Why can't we all just 5-man mid and end it, or just take the bus?
Leave one to just take the carts down. That's a Ravage out on the Morphling here, a pit down on the Morphling. The Lincoln Sphere comes out on, or the whatever that is. Yeah, it's a lot of dead heroes. This is so crazy. What do you even do? There's just so much damage coming out. They just brutalize the Dire team here.
I don't know why they go in. I mean, just wait on Viper and Quap. Why do you have to go fighting like that?
It's the 80-minute.
They don't have the damage without Viper and Quap. I think we're coming to a point where people are getting impatient. They're sick of this game and just want it to end. That's what it feels like. Because that's just such a huge throw.
You know, there were several opportunities. Oh my gosh, we just got apologies from the Bloodseeker.
Once again.
Oh no, the Rat Donut and the back door is not broken yet. So
this can be good for Dire.
Oh man, that was just a big old die back there. All right, we're down to basically even Stevens, but it doesn't feel like it with those mega creeps coming in, just pouring in on the
Dire should be able to just run it down mid and end this game here.
Oh, there goes the win. Yep, I
think that should be game, right?
The fatigue has set in. I don't know. I'm not willing to say. I've been hurt before in this game. I've often thought this game was over, and then it wasn't. Yeah, this is looking like it's about curtains for the Radiant team here. So a well-fought, valiant effort. They fought back from 26k down and even this game up, but that is going to be GG in favor of the Dire. So game one in the books. Dire is the victor. Congratulations to them. Nevermore, thank you for joining me for game one. Who knows if there will be a game two?
Thank you. Maybe there will be. I hope there is.
Yeah, you never know.